life, what you want your life to be about, what you want to achieve, because life is about results. Life is so much.
You're on the same page. Everyone knows.
Welcome. Today I want to share with you 5 different kinds of problems. 5 different problems. As humans, there are so many problems that we meet, but today I want to draw your attention to 5 major problems that we go through as individuals in this life that we live. So subscribe to this channel, please share the channel with your friends and with your family. The first problem that I would want to talk about is the problem where you don't know what to do with your life. When you have no sense of life purpose, you have no sense of life mission. That is a big problem. You know, some people didn't have the opportunity to go to school. Some people didn't come from a good family, or maybe they came from poverty. You know, all kind of problems. But once you are alive, you should be able to solve this one problem, which is why you came to live, why you are here on earth. If somebody meets you, what do they get? If somebody takes you as a friend, what is it that? What is your sense of mission? What is your sense of purpose? What do you think your life is about? Most people have not been able to solve that. So they go through life thinking that they just came to life, you know, they just came to be in existence and they work, take care of their family, you know, they go through all kind of challenges and then they exit. You should be able to solve this problem. That sense of mission. It's not difficult. Anything that you so much want to see in the lives of others that bother you, any problem that you think you can solve in this world, anything that you, any convenience that you can bring to others, anything that frustrates you that will benefit other people, is likely to be the very thing that you were meant to solve. You know, so solve that problem. If you don't, you will never have any sense of meaning, any sense of fulfillment in life. So one major problem that you have to solve is sense of mission, sense of purpose, sense of direction, why you are in existence in the very first place. You know, the next problem that I think we should also solve, most of us have money problems. Money problems. Economic problem is a major thing. Sometimes I look at how people are just feeding our people with all kind of things. But I think that as Africans, as black people, one of our major things that we have to solve is economic problems, money problems, at the individual level, at the country level, or at the continental level as well, as a group of people. One of our major, when other people can, you know, play around, can create comedy and sports and all those things, and you know, they can. But majority of our people have economic issues, have money as a problem. And most of us have not crossed that line, where we don't have to worry about the school fees, where we don't have to worry about where you will sleep, where we don't have to worry about the hospital if you have to go, the bill, where we don't have to worry about, you know, the basic necessities of life. That if you have to worry, if you don't know where your next food is coming from, if you don't know if you are able to pay the children's school fees or the rent, if you don't know the very things that money can help you to buy, it's not even the car or the house or the luxury, you know. I'm talking of the primary things that you need to live as a human being: food, you know, clothing, shelter, health, you know, things like that. We even forget about entertainment. The very things that border on life, making life convenience, we have to solve them. And so it's a problem that most people have, money problem. And we have to have a sense of mission to say that if I've been able to cross that, I need to help many of our people to also see that and cross that as well. So it's a problem that most people have, money problem. The next one will be emotional problem. So the thing about it is that some of the countries that have been able to solve at least some economic problems to, you know, a good, you know, appreciable level, also have problem with emotions and things like that. You know, they have emotional problems. Any little thing is a problem for them. Any difficulty, any little difficult, you know, they can't get their phone charged and they are hysterical about it. They can't get maybe car to, you know, move to the next mad, and they are sad. They can't, somebody did not text them back, they are worried. Somebody did not send their picture to another person, they are worried. You didn't like their Facebook. Some people, and this problem is with a lot of the countries that have been able to solve some of the economic problems, some of the money problems, some of the, the basic problems like food, clothing, shelter. Those who have solved these things, to their problem is me. Some of them are very much weak emotionally. They have so they have emotional challenges. They worry about things that nobody worries about. They worry about things that you can easily brush off, So that's another problem that some people have. The other one is, marital or problems or relationship problems, That's another problem that you are going to meet with your life. A lot of your difficulties that you meet in life will come from the people you associate with. Whether you've been successful or you think that you are still yet to get to where you really want to be, a lot of the times it will come from the people who came close to you, who associated with you, people that you trusted. Most people's problem will come from that. Their friends, their families, the marriage, the relationship, the boyfriend, the girlfriend, anywhere, the workplace, things like that. Anywhere that these things come, they can give you a lot of trouble. So these are problems that people meet. So I talk of problem with sense of direction. If you don't have any sense of direction, that's a major problem. Another problem could be money. Money is a problem for most people. It's required for a lot of their livelihood, but to make life easy. The other thing will be emotional problem for a lot of people, emotional difficulties, emotional challenges. The other thing that most people would have to deal with will be relationship or marriage, family kind of problems. And the last one I would want to add will be something to do with our health. If most people would, health mainly for most of us is a lifestyle. What you eat, what you drink, where you stay, the environment that the soundness of mind that you have, what you feed yourself with, whether you live in fear or panic, they all have a lot to do with this body that we have. Nobody has to take care of the body that you have but yourself. Whatever happens to this body, most often, except those who came with some kind of manufacturer's defect, almost all of us will be in a good position to take care of our body. If you don't like maybe maybe you don't like the fat, maybe you are too skinny, maybe you worry too much, maybe you eat anything that you pick, you just put it in the system. The system is built well to last for a very long time. Most people will die out of accident or out of sickness, and most sicknesses come out of the environment that we live, the lifestyle that we have, the things that we worry about. Poverty is a major cause of death, believe it or not, because some things can easily be solved when things are done well. For instance, if you go to the hospital, a lot of the diseases can easily be solved. There are some drugs that they will not even give you if they think that you don't have any money, So health problem, you can also manage it. Your life, you can manage it, you can handle it well. I think that it's our responsibility to live long. Some people think that we can just die anytime, anyhow, without any something supernatural somewhere will just take us out. I am of the opinion that if you are cautious, if you're careful, if you're intentional about our health, we can carry this body to a very old age without many complications, without many problems. And this is a challenge that most people don't pay attention to. Like, for instance, if your children, anytime they are going to school, you're giving them this, sugar water, Coke and all these things that you constantly give them. You are creating some kind of, defect in their system. When they grow up, now that their body is strong, you may not see it, but when they grow up, the food that we eat outside or the food that we prepare, a lot of the processed foods, they have problems. A lot of processed food have problems. They will eventually, the food industry is not built on you becoming healthy. It's built on profit. It's built on them making money. So it's your responsibility to make sure that you are able to decide. You may not be able to stay out of everything entirely, but at least manage. You have to manage it. So a lot of water, maybe some exercise will do. If you can eat a lot of things that you cook yourself, those things will go a long way to help us solve this health challenges. So if you think that you can just, somebody even told me it is God who, if it's not your time, you'll not die. This is a system. It's like an engine. If you take good care of your car, if you take good care of the engine, what will happen? The engine will last a bit more than ordinary. And so it's the same with the system that you have, the body that you have. If you pay attention to it, if you take good care of it, if you feed it well, if you maintain it well, if you lubricate it, if you exercise it, you will still be healthy for a very long time. And so it's much of the complications that we have, the problems that we have, are problems that we can easily solve. So my name is Obin Darko. Today I'm sharing with you 5 kinds of problems that I think most people will deal with. All of us go through it all the time. And once you're informed, maybe you can make some few choices and so some few decisions that will make life a little bit, easier for all of us, So the first one I talk about, the second one, the third one, the fifth, all of them. So health problems, a lot of us will deal with it. Money problems, a lot of us will deal with it. Emotional problems, mental things, And the other one will be lack of sense of purpose, and relationship as well. So I want to say thank you very much. So pay attention to these and solve them. A lot of them are within our control. A lot of them are within our reach. If you start to correct, or if you start to develop something to tackle a lot of these things, we will be able to position our lives in a state where we're so much proud of what the results that we have. So I want to say thank you very much.